everybody, welcome back to Music Sound Noise. We are your hosts, and today we're going to be doing part 2 of Mac Miller's Miller Week. And today we're going to be reviewing Faces, which was one of his mixtapes. What do you want to call it?
What do you mean what I want to call it? It's called Faces.
It was his 11th mixtape. Sorry, that's the answer.
11th mixtape? Okay. I didn't know that, but yeah.
But previously we talked about Project Semicolon, so we're going to dive into that in just a bit.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Alright, Project Semicolon, why I got a semicolon tatted on me instead of a whole colon. Whole colon. On my good AM tat is because for those who do not know what Project Semicolon, those who struggle with either suicide or who enjoy the idea of death, Project Semicolon was a thing that started in 2013. You get a semicolon tatted on you to show that you either lost somebody from suicide or that you deal with suicide, whether you contemplated it or not. So that's why I got a semicolon instead of a colon for it in the middle of good AM.
Got it. Alright, so before we dive into this mixtape, you were the one that wanted us to particularly review Faces. Want to tell us a little bit why?
I wanted to do Faces because Faces came out in between watching movies with the sound off and Good AM, and it was probably one of the times that he was doing the most drugs, and it's probably one of his most emotional bodies of work, as far as it touches on all elements. It touches on death, it touches about addiction, it touches about he has those songs that he gives bars that it's like, hey, it's lit, and then he has some songs that he gives bars that really make you think like this man is on to something. So I feel like all in all, Faces was a real emotional, album.
Emotional makes you laugh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, so to get a little bit into Faces, I would have to piggyback off of him. It was pretty emotional. I would say, listening to all of Mac Miller's music, this was the mixtape that gave you drugged out Mac Miller. And I don't mean that in a bad way or a good way. Just, you could tell he was underneath a substance influence. It's not funny. So I think it was just interesting to dive into. He references his death a lot in this mixtape as well, and it's also probably I think it was a look into the divine feminine. The reason why I say that is because this mixtape was heavily influenced by jazz and R&B and soul and neo soul. Like, you can hear it throughout the whole. Like, there's trumpets playing. There's the bass playing. You could just really hear every instrument in this mixtape. Even though it was probably, one of his, I want to say hard, but I don't know if it was for him, just because it was so drug filled, and I felt like there was a lot of, how should I put this? Well, I don't want to put any of us out there, but if you've ever done a drug before, you get into deep thought, and I feel like that was what this album was. Not necessarily good or bad deep thought, but it was definitely like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely I do. Because a couple bars that he spits on there that really makes me ponder whether higher power existence, believing in yourself as your own higher power. Don't fuck with the angel dust. I heard that song. I was like, okay. I get it. But yeah, no, it was definitely, I feel like it was definitely an emotional time. Like, I remember at around the time he released a YouTube video, I believe it was YouTube, video of him in his bathtub in his LA home. And he had a whole bunch of drugs around him, and he you know when you look in someone's eyes, or you look at someone that's on a substance, and you're like, that person might not be okay. And that, I remember when I saw that video, that's what I thought. I was like, he looks like he's really going through something. And of course he was acting the fool in it, but it was just you could tell he just wasn't all there. So I think that was probably the first time that I really honestly been scared for Mac.
Just real quick, since we're talking about drugs so much in this review, if anyone is dealing with any substance or suicidal thoughts, there's hotlines for suicide prevention.
And J. Cole. Feel free to call J. Cole. He said that.
Or you can contact us too. I mean, we don't know you, we don't judge, and you know, that shit is real. I've been down and out before. Have you? I've been down and out before. Not gonna implicate myself, but I've been down and out before, and I might have used a substance. And if, you know, times are rough, so.
Something that we have to put on there. Yeah. But let's get more into this, dive on into this, to this mixtape. Dive on in.
Fun fact, you know it was released on Mother's Day?
I did not know it was released on Mother's Day, but I do know that he had a boatload of features that I would like to get into, because he had Sir Michael Rocks on there. He had
Earl Sweatshirt.
Earl Sweatshirt was on like 2 songs.
And can we just talk about Earl Sweatshirt, because I feel like it was a prelude into his album on Polo Jeans, right?
Oh yeah, he definitely said
Earl Sweatshirt goes, I don't like shit, I don't go outside.
Yeah.
And I was like, I get that. And then his next album was called
I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside.
I don't know if you guys can see that. This
probably can't. It's a little bit of glare. And then, so I appreciate he put Sir Michael Rocks on there. He also put Mike Jones on there.
Oh, which was so good.
Yeah.
I really like that.
In the Uber.
Yeah. I really like that.
Dash was on there.
I felt like the nation was meeting in the middle when he did that. Mike Jones from the South. Mac Miller from up north.
Sir Michael Rocks from California.
Yeah, but he messes with a lot of California dudes. So, and a lot of California artists. I just wasn't expecting Mike Jones, but sorry, continue.
Dash. Who else was on there? We said Earl.
Rick Ross was on there.
Rick Ross was on there.
Staples was on there. Thundercat again. Schoolboy Q.
Schoolboy Q did the ad-lib for Friends.
Yep. You on it.
Yeah, this is my mixtape, man. I really like this mixtape.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, so this is your mixtape. What was your top 3 favorite songs off this mixtape?
Man, I don't know if I can give a top 3. That's hard. I'll probably say. All right, so even though I know this mixtape, like front to back, it's one of the mixtapes that I listen to full through, so I really don't know the names like that.
Oh, okay.
But I'll probably say Inside, Outside. Wedding, just because Wedding I feel like resonates with me in my own relationships with young women, what's the one that starts with the sample from Love Boat? It Just Doesn't Matter. It just doesn't matter. Then that's the name of the song. So yeah, I think that'll have to be my top 3.
Alright, so mine is Happy Birthday. I like Happy Birthday because one, I love it when people do their own renditions of Happy Birthday. I think everybody gets tired of the actual Happy Birthday song. But not only that, but he really talks about, I think, his darkness in that song. The fact that he threw a birthday party, the fact that there's all these people around, they're celebrating, or they're supposed to be celebrating him.
But he's not even a part.
But he's not even a part of it. And it's
downstairs paraphrasing the Crucible. Which?
So, and like he talks about, he's like, these people are just looking for a reason to celebrate. It kind of makes you think, you know, when who was there for him when he really needed it. So I liked Happy Birthday. Therapy was one of my favorites.
Yeah, can I say something about Therapy real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Therapy, I really like Therapy because knowing Mac and how he does music, I really thought Therapy was gonna be a real sad song and like him being therapeutic, but it was really in turn him saying, "How you feel?"
Yeah.
How you feel seeing me getting all this money? But go ahead.
You said Inside Outside, so I'm not gonna say Inside Outside, but I just had it. Yeah, it is. I just had it. I can't believe I lost it. Damn, yo.
Oh, Ab-Soul was definitely on the album too. Forgot about that.
I lost it. I'm sorry. I don't remember. What was my third one? Diablo. That's
Diablo?
what it, yeah. Diablo.
Everybody got dead homies.
Yeah.
Dead homies.
And so those are my top 3 favorites off of the mixtape. I'm losing my train of thought a lot today. I'm sorry. You can go ahead and take
over.
He produced majority of the songs on this mixtape.
Yeah.
Just FYI. He produced it underneath. Yep, underneath the
Alter Ego, Larry Fisherman, which he also produced the whole Stolen Youth underneath Larry Fish as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, which is a mixtape of just him and Vince Staples. Ab-Soul was on the album, we said that earlier, and he does a shout out to Lori Joe on that song, which I thought was pretty nice as well. He also had, probably like one of my favorite songs on the album that I didn't name was Insomniac, where he has Rick Ross on it. But if anybody that went to his Live from Space concert with the internet, he did this insert that he starts playing good. Darnell Jones, not Darnell Jones, D'Angelo's
How Does It Feel?
How Does It Feel?
Oh yes,
and
it was such a good concert, y'all.
And
he opened up for Action Bronson, right? Or Action Bronson, sorry.
Chance and Action.
Oh yeah, we did see Chance that night. Yeah, out there in Hollywood.
Right down the street from his house at the time. So he in that concert he played D'Angelo, How Does It Feel? He made Tay from the internet come out and sing it. But so he in turns put that on the mixtape with the song with Rick Ross, and it's pretty much once again, when you see me getting money, how does it feel? Already been, but I'm back for more. But yeah, once again, one of our favorite mixtapes on this side that came out in that whole 2014, 2013? 2014. And another reason why I believe he would be mixed, the fact that he could just release a body of music just almost periodically, and it goes as far as it does.
Yeah, it was a mixtape, but I definitely thought it was album worthy. Like it was a good body of work. It's sad to say that, because it did have so much pain, but it was definitely a good body of work. Also, just diving into the album, he worked with Thundercat for swimming, but he also worked with Thundercat. Thundercat produced Inside Out for this mixtape as well. It's probably one of the few songs that
he didn't produce.
Exactly. That
ID Lives produced a couple songs on there too.
Yeah, but for the most part, it was Mac Miller.
Yeah, I think THC did Wedding, which is
he did
one of my favorite songs on there. I did name that. But yeah,
I think that's pretty much it. Unless you have anything else to cover.
As far as that album and Mac, no. But stay tuned for our next edition of Mac Week. What album do you want to do next?
I thought we were gonna do his biography. Just dive into Mac, who Mac was, and
Okay. well, stay tuned for that, and I appreciate you guys for watching another week or not watching another episode of Mac Week. And
this is Music Sound Noise.